Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend. I just wanted to come on. I've been looking a lot into the emotional side of things with health, and I just wanted to come on and talk about how your emotions could be holding you back from achieving true, genuine healing. And I don't think we give that, I certainly wasn't giving it enough. We don't give it enough credence, we don't give it enough weight, right? So I'll just tell you kind of something that hit me. Good morning. Um, Something that hit me over the weekend was I was eating perfectly, I was feeling really good, and then I was doing a project for a friend, and instantly I started to feel like bloated and constipated, and I was like, "What the hell's going on? Like I just ate really well. I don't understand." And then it hit me over the weekend as I was in a seminar, and they address emotions, and I just thought to my it like hit me like a freaking ton of bricks, and I was like, "That's it. That's it. It is, I don't think we're giving our emotions enough of a, I don't want to say culprit, but enough weight on addressing the emotional side of keeping you from your health." So when I dug into it, I started testing, and I also asked another friend of mine to test me because people don't realize that you can actually quantum test this. And yes, Kate, um, you can quantum test this. You can test this from, I can test you from here and tell you like what your whole, and it's the thing I love about quantum is that you can free people from generational strongholds, from something that is keeping them from real health. When you release emotion and when you let go of emotional baggage and things that are holding you back, someone might have told you you were fat and never were going to amount to anything when you were in high school. That was my story, right? And you don't realize what that does to your body, right? You have, that was years of judgment on me that caused me to go into a people pleasing space. Also, with family, we all have dysfunctional families, so don't lie to yourself. If you're like, "Oh, my family's perfect," you're not. You're lying. Um, and yes, that's true. I tested Kate all the way in Canada, and Kate's a rock star. She's doing phenomenal, and I mean, she's also a practitioner friend, and she's just fantastic. So if you don't feel what I feel, and you don't like how I'm giving your energy, then please reach out to Kate because she's amazing, and I absolutely trust her with everything. She's an awesome, awesome practitioner. So, um, but my point is, I tested myself and also asked her to help me out too, and what I found was, as I was testing myself, I found that I was not judgment from other people, it was judgment of myself. I was judging myself so harshly because I want, and it actually didn't come from a perfection standpoint, even though I used to struggle a lot with trying to be perfect. It was coming from a standpoint of pleasing others, right? And people don't realize that when you start to address these emotions, it actually opens your drainage. It actually helps to release lots of things like your organ. People don't realize that you hold emotions in your organs and you hold emotions in your body. But if you're like, some people are very proud and they're like, "No, I don't have that." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. You're not there yet, clearly, and that's okay." Um, and I think a lot of people just need to take a little bit, like take a look in the mirror and realize that you don't know everything. I had to realize that too, because I'm a person who loves to learn and loves to be educated and all that, but it's impossible to know everything. So, especially people in my field and people that, Dr. Google, right? When um, you don't, when you think that you know everything, you're a know-it-all kind of person. And this isn't a judgment thing, it's just a fact. I see it happen every day, that you don't think that that emotions could possibly be holding you back from a thriving life, right? And I'm here to tell you that it absolutely can. And there are ways out of it. There is a solution. And I don't want you to suffer because it's not fun. It's really, when it hit me yesterday and I tested it, I was like, it actually was relieving because I was like, wow, that's a lot to dive into. And even now I have to I could, I get a little emotional thinking about it because it's like, wow, like I'm really hard on myself. And when you're really hard on yourself, it's really hard to perform. It's really hard to um, not be yourself, but it's really hard to be engaged in life because you're always thinking about what other people are thinking about you. And I know sometimes I come off with this shell of like, oh, I don't care. But clearly I do. And that's something that I'm working on. And I think being honest with you all about that is actually very helpful because it's a way for me to stop trying to please everyone and just let go, right? I think a lot of people want to let go, but they're afraid of what that looks like. And because when I test somebody and they're like, how'd you figure that out? And I'm like, your body is just screaming it, right? Like, it's not that hard, but people, when you can't, a lot of people, because we've been so indoctrinated into the system that like, if you can't see it, you can't believe it, right? Which is complete bullshit. Sorry to curse, but it's complete bullshit. And I think people need to start waking up to this idea that like you absolutely can be, your emotions can absolutely hold you back from living an amazing life. It can hold you back from building practice. It can hold you back from letting go of friends because you're trying to please everybody. And when you try to please everybody, you don't want to let anyone go. You don't want to hurt people's feelings. But I hate to say this, as I started to look at this, I started to go, wow, like think about all those people that I've let go that I was trying to please and trying to make like me or trying to make um like try to keep them in my life. The second I let them go, I was like, I felt so much better. Or the second I acknowledged it, I felt so much better. So there's so much relief in owning your emotions and owning the fact that these emotions could be what are truly causing you stress, causing you your lack of health. And so I have to get going, but I think a lot of people I think everybody, because if I'm feeling that, we're all feeling that. Like I'm a very healthy guy. When I tell you that I was like eating perfectly, can be family too. Absolutely. People don't give family, they don't give friends, they don't give significant others. Like own it. It's okay. It's okay. We're not perfect and we're all trying to get healthier and to be more aware. And I think we're living in that space right now, that awakening of like family can absolutely cause a lot of stress. Okay. So I hope this helped you. I hope if you have questions or if you want to be tested or if you want to dive to the next level or level up, right? But for me, this was a huge level up. I was like, whoa, I didn't realize that this was so intense and that this was causing me so much strife, but it absolutely is. And I could feel it in my body. And I wasn't ready for it even a week ago. But now I'm like, let's dive into this because clearly this is something that's holding me from being really healthy. So if you have any questions or if you want to, we are accepting new clients. So if you need help, info@honoryourhealth.life, you can comment here. I would be happy to help. And if you don't resonate with me, definitely go find somebody else who you do resonate with because at the end of the day, we want you to be healthy. All right, guys, have a great Sunday and I will talk to you soon. God bless.